So I'm back for some more Tardis tidbits and tales, and I have been rewatching Doctor Who from the relaunch and going episode by episode, talking about something that either got me thinking, got my brain wheels spinning, kind of resonated with me, or just really stood out and was a lot of fun. And today's episode, we are on season 2, episode 3. This was called School Reunion. Now, I love this episode for a whole bunch of reasons. One of them being that Anthony Stewart Head is in this episode. This is the episode where the doctor takes Rose and company to a school. And the kids are really smart. Like, not just clever. Like, they are above and beyond smart. And they learn that, like, the French fries have this oil that's making them smart. And, there's aliens because it's Doctor Who and there's aliens. And Anthony Stewart Head is the head alien. But this is also the episode that they bring in Sarah Jane Smith and K9, or as Mickey will say, the tin dog. I love this episode. This episode is so much fun. But let's talk about what stood out to me. There is this moment of dialogue that the doctor has with Sarah Jane Smith. And then there's a follow-up conversation the doctor has with Rose. And it has to do with him abandoning Sarah Jane Smith, many, many years ago. And from the conversation that the doctor has with Sarah Jane, it gives the vibe of like a bird kicking the baby bird out the nest so that they develop their own wings and fly. Because he really points out how she's thriving and she's living a great life. And it gives those kind of vibes. But then there's this follow-up conversation he has with Rose. And it changes the interpretation of the conversation with Sarah Jane Smith. Because the conversation with Rose is doctor-centric. The doctor explains that he will not age and his companions will. And that he can't tolerate watching people grow old and having to deal with the loss and pain that goes along with that. And so he moves on and realizes that his time with his companions is finite and kind of refers to it as sort of like the curse of the Time Lords. The doctor doesn't have to be alone. The doctor makes these choices. This moment in time with the doctor, Sarah Jane, and Rose, that's the moment that got me in this episode. What was the standout moment for you in this episode where they went to the school with the really clever kids? Let me know.